Listen. Run VT. Yeah, and we're back, mother lovers. What's going on, man? It's another Wednesday, the evening, of course, and we're right here on some shit you might not never know nothing about. My name is Mysdiggi. I'm with my co-host Dan DNA. What's going on, bruv?
Good, yeah.
Sorry,
you?
man, I've got a little
Frog in the
my
throat
right there. Yeah, boy. Live and direct from the bunker. You know how we do, man. We have to come back and make sure we hit you with one more before we're going to take a little break from...
yeah, what's the date now? It's the 8th, so we've probably got another...
Make sure like, it's on the
got like
8th,
another two. When's Christmas Eve this year?
Christmas Eve is going to be on... wait, let me make sure, because, you know what I mean? Sometimes I get carried away.
So it's the...
Yeah, Christmas Eve as well.
Today. So let's count back 24, 17,
See,
10.
He's going to get there quicker than me.
So it's on a Friday. It's on a Friday then.
Christmas Eve then. Yep. Perfect. Yeah. It's on a Friday. See you there?
So
you get an award for that, bro. You know what I mean? Look at me trying to look through the phone and that. See? Proved it right there, bitches and bitchettes.
So yeah, probably like we've got another. We could do another two. Bring us up to just the week of Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. Yeah, we've got to celebrate Christmas with the mother lovers.
Yeah.
And we'll have a little break, you know what I mean? What's going on though? To the crew locked in. Can you scroll that down? Because I can't see on that. All the crew locked in right about now. We got to big you up, man. As we always say, we appreciate the common senses getting involved in the chat room, always bringing some knowledge. Sorry, man. I don't know. As soon as I started, my throat's all like, yo, bro.
Need some of that golden ratio water.
Yeah. Got to get my hobo. Shout out to Don Smith. I got my hobo bottle. Now I can't leave home without the hobo bottle. Well, hobo. Hobo. Pause. Hobo, bruv. Shout out to Black Einstein in the building. PLK. Don Smithard, Oshi, Kenny Rebel. What's going on? Nah, it's Kenny Rebel said that I had the hobo bottle, innit?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Shout out to JM. What's going on? Nice one, JM in the building. Yamar. Yeah, it's good to see people up in here. Mr. F. I'm wondering if I'm even saying that right. Mr. F. Murph. It could be Murph, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and find out. You know what I mean? It's not too far off from Smurf. If it had an S there, you know what I mean? I might have said that. Shout out to the Masked Detective UK. Jeez. Yeah. I swear every week we're doing this, man. All right, you better send yours. So
this time.
Yeah, you better send yours so I can email you back. Because, boy, I swear I'm giving you the thing, and it's like, all right. I don't know. Shout out to Irish, my brother Irish, man. It was good to see you last night too, bruv. I went down to the People's Army event. It was a vegan event, you know what I mean? So they had like all the, little setups with vegan food people can eat, you know what I mean? And you can sit down, chat, smoke, whatever you wanted to do. And then they had live performances indoors. Crazy performances, a whole bunch, man.
Where was that?
It was in Brixton Jam. Yeah, last night. Tuesday night, for a Tuesday night, it was banging, man. But I definitely think like on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that sort of thing, it'll be like, something special, man. So yeah, it was good to catch a bunch of different acts, man. I can't even remember everyone, but it was like Nate Music was there. I saw Amy True. Logic performed, as well as Mike Righteous. There's a bunch of people that really killed it as well, though, man. But yeah, it was a good performance from top to bottom. Some
Short sets.
Yeah,
Everyone's
short
doing
sets.
shit,
They're doing
yeah.
like 4 or 5 tunes, sort of thing.
Vegans, I suppose. Isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if all of them were vegan, but I think there was a couple that are like, yeah, you do come off kind of vegan still,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I mean?
You got that vegan. You give off that vegan
You
scent.
got that vegan. What would the vegan scent be, boy?
Just like
Pine,
vegetables,
just
yeah.
pine needle type, earthy.
Yeah,
Vegans as
patchouli
well.
oil.
Patchouli. Why patchouli oil? Of all,
That's what
all the
vegans
oils?
always smelt like patchouli oil.
Like juniper and shit.
Yeah, I suppose they used to use it instead of deodorant. That's what it was. All the crusties always used to smell of patchouli oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? Nice one, James said, Mysdiggi, any chance you can mention about the UK hip-hop special Black Poet and crew are doing on Screwball Radio this Saturday? What's that about, man? I didn't know about that. I saw something that was put up about Screwball Radio. Oh, they're going to be playing UK hip-hop, right? Okay. Interesting. Shout out to Black Poet as well, boy. Killing the building. Yeah,
What is
the
that?
vegan race. The vegan race is cool, man. Yeah, race, family, innit? Race actually means family. It's nothing to do with colour. We've been fooled into. So, the vegan race, I think they're cool. You know what I mean? As long as it's like you stay in your lane, bruv, I'll stay in my lane. You know what I mean? A little bit of meat here and there. Don't hate on my jugglings. Like,
No.
I'm not hating on your juggling.
Their lane's a lot smaller as well.
Look,
It's harder
thinner.
to take up that lane. So
Yeah.
you got to be, just give
Oh,
them,
look.
give them their space.
You must have we swallow the herbs. Yeah, boy, all types of herbs, man. Vegans know about all kind of herbs that we don't really. There's shit we might not never know nothing about.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
need to get a herbalist on
Need to
here
get a
as
vegan
well.
on.
We've had a vegan on before.
Really?
All right, so
They
you got a
snuck
bad
in.
memory, D, man. You got a bad memory.
No, what?
PLK is like bacon tastes good. Bacon, bruv.
PLK's in the carnivore lane. Yeah.
Yeah, bacon is just salt, though, isn't it? It's a salty meat.
Yeah,
Or is there like a
it's been
flavour to
preserved,
it?
and so it's the salt is the preservative.
Is there a flavour to it, though? Like, PLK, is there a flavour to bacon that you're like, yeah, Is there anything else that tastes like bacon?
Anything else that tastes like
Irish
bacon?
might say dulse tastes like bacon.
Yeah.
It can. I could see where you could get if you added some salt to it. You'd probably have that bacony kind of, like what salt beef does to a bagel.
Yeah.
You're just looking for salty meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pork gives you brain worms. Only if you've got space for brain worms, I'd say. There's only parasites. Parasites don't infect a healthy host. So if you're healthy anyway, you won't get any parasites.
So what?
Parasites are a sign of an unhealthy body. So if you get things like yeast overgrowth, it's because you're eating too much stuff and the yeast is taking up the slack. So if you can't eat all of the sugar you're consuming, then the yeast will take up the slack and eat the sugar for you. So none of these things are bad. They're not meant to be there for bad reasons. They're meant to be there to help you. So if you do get a brain parasite, well, perhaps you needed a brain parasite. Perhaps you had some stuff in your head you weren't meant to be there, and something's got to eat. It got to eat it out.
So what they're saying is the parasite is coming from you eating the meat.
That's what people say. Yeah.
And so you're eating, chewing. You swallow it, you digest it, but this parasite is still
within even though you cooked it or whatever.
Yeah. Right, and then now that's working its way to your brain and shit.
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know.
Well, but these things only go. If you're healthy, these things won't need to be in your body. So the reason that you get things like parasites is that you're unhealthy. So if you're having lots of stuff that you shouldn't be having, then the parasites are there to eat. So they're only consuming excess stuff. If your body's using the stuff up, then they won't have any room to be in you, if you see what I mean. So as long as as long as you've got all the nutrients you need and all the rest of it, and you're not eating loads of excess stuff like sugar or loads of excess stuff, you know, that you shouldn't be eating, then you won't get any of these things anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
There's a lot of myths about it.
Yeah, and I'm sure like all meats must have that to some extent then, because you know, why is it pork? I think I know why. You know, apparently pigs don't have sweat glands, so I guess, you know, a lot of what we excrete, well, not a lot, but some of what we excrete is, you know, through sweat is classed as like, you know, just waste or whatever. So if they're not doing that, they're wasting within themselves. Is that why they look like that? Like, why do pigs have to look like that? Like, bruv, if I'm gonna eat you, like, at least look edible, like a cow. Yo, yeah, it's kind of mad though. I mean, I do wonder for real why pork is looked at the way it is. You know, forget like, you know, the little experiment I did in school, which was enough. But then you just wonder like, wow, how come there, you know, certain religions and certain cultures like, nah, I ain't touching that shit, bruv. Nah, you're all right.
There's only one really.
Is there only one?
Well, there's only one main one, and then the other one's an offshoot of that anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you know, it's quite a lot of people though.
It is now. I mean, originally it wasn't that many people, so there's only a taboo for a small number of people.
So do you reckon, like, all right, you know, because that's the thing. The more it grows
in Europe, the sausage is sort of
it's
everywhere.
Praised.
Ireland to Russia, everyone has a type of sausage.
Yeah, in Scotland they've got like the square. There's like the square sausage, isn't it?
Square sausage.
It's like a kind of it's like a flat square looking sausage.
What like when they used to in McDonald's, you used to get the breakfast with sausage in it. It was like a flat burger.
Yeah.
They called it a sausage.
What is that, man? Where's Blue Fliggy, man? I know he had a name for that. Yeah, I think there's a name for it, man. I remember when we were on tour, I think it was Edinburgh, and at the hotel, you know what I mean? I was looking at them like, right, what's the deal with that? Why? He's like, yeah. I was like, is that pork or is it? Yeah, he's like, pork. I was like, he said, yeah, something sausage. There was a name for it, but yeah. And I'm sure, you know, like you're saying, if the animal's like healthy,
yeah,
you know, there might be a difference. If people are eating boar kind of looks a bit more like,
yeah,
you know, I could eat you.
Oh, a pig would eat you. If you fell over in a pigsty, pigs would eat you. They try and eat you. They're not. If you let a pig go in the wild, a pig just turns back into a boar. They'll grow the teeth. They'll grow the teeth back. If they're in the wild, they just grow them teeth back. They get hair on their back.
They'll just get mad feral.
They'll just turn into There's whole you know, don't know what you call them, packs of wild pigs in Britain at the moment.
Yeah, didn't they get let loose?
Yeah, all over, just through all different times where they've managed to get out of farms, and then I think somebody brought some Russian boars over here or something to farm them, and they got out, and so there's like packs of wild pigs and boars all over the country.
Yeah,
just
I heard
roaming
that
around. Yeah,
down south especially.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the wallabies down south as well. There's wild wallabies in England.
How the fuck do wallabies get down there?
Don't know. They've just been let go, I suppose.
Truth, mate. Fucking cold down here. Fucking hell, mate.
As people have kept them and let them go, you know, I mean, they could probably jump over whatever you put them in, couldn't they? They could jump quite high.
Yeah, for real.
So there's packs of there's like 3 or 4 packs of wallabies, big packs, you know, a couple of hundred at a time.
Jeez, serious? Yeah. What, rolling down they're just like, yo.
I think it's some in Kent.
I
think there's a group of them in Kent.
It's getting a little more tropical around these sides, boy. You see the parrots and that rolling around. Yeah, yo, we got this. Like, I'm baffled at how they're still about. You know, you think that parrots need, you know, a bit more heat.
Yeah, they're from the Himalayas though, the green parrots. So they're not actually tropical birds. They're cold birds. Yeah, they're from the foothills of the Himalayas.
Cold ass tropical birds. Still cold. Yo, we look, you know what I'm saying? But we some cold ass motherfucking birds, man. You ain't want to fuck with these birds, man. Yeah, I found it, man. I found the hookup. So yo, Shout out to JM for the drop on this one. Hype to announce this. The homies Screwball, Black Poet, yeah, Comet, King Eric are going to be dropping an episode of Screwball Radio celebrating UK hip-hop this Saturday on the 11th of December. And it'll be good. Yeah, it'll be dope to get people supporting this in the UK. So if you can spread the word, whether sharing it, promoting it on your radio shows or blogs or whatever, it'll be deeply appreciated. The show is live from New York. So it's about 2 a.m. for the UK, but you'll be able to check the replay the next day at the link. So if you check TS Crew JM, M for mother, TS Crew JM.
Let me try and get it up. What's that on?
On Insta. Jeez, he's going in as well, man. He's looking to play Kalashnikov, Black Twang, Mice, Foreign Beggars, Pavan, Skinny Man, Scorsese, Kaiser, Res One, up front. We had all the Split Profits crew, right? He's going in, boy. Jeez. Shout out to, and he's got a whole bunch of names there, man. I can't even reel off all these names. Rodney P, Jest, Blade, Skits. Jeez. Five Life Cypher, come on. Roots Maneuver, Chester P. Yo, going in. That's going to be live, man. I definitely got to check that out, boy. Screwball.
Oh, I think I've got that up here. Screwball Radio, yeah?
Screwball Radio.
Let me just see if that's the one.
Oh, so the square sausage is made from beef.
Yeah, apparently so, yeah.
Damn, I missed out. Lawn sausage.
Right, so... Oh, hold on.
All right, so Irish was on it. He said humans can become infected with these tapeworms by eating raw or uncooked beef. Yo, or pork. When I was in France, man, woo! Yo, because you know they got the tartare. Tartare?
Yeah, steak tartare, yeah.
Steak tartare.
Yeah.
You used to say that, the tartare.
Yeah.
Bruv, these two old people were sitting next to us eating that shit, man. They look like vampires, boy. I swear I see a little bit of blood just dripping down the old lady's cheek. I was like, yo. They look like vampires eating that shit.
So is that actually just raw, or has it been marinated in something? Or
it's been marinated, but it looks raw, bruv. When you
the
first
marinating has like started the breaking down process. It's
yeah,
not
that's
totally
meant to
raw,
sort of kill off
it's
all
like
the little
carpaccio,
tapeworms
Italian.
and all that. Yeah. What's the fish as well? There's a fish, a South American.
What, they eat raw?
Yeah. What's it called? And they do a similar thing. They just marinate it. So it's kind of
like sushi's similar. I don't think
sushi.
sushi's totally raw. I think it. I don't know. Someone else might be able to. Someone might actually me in the chat.
That will kill off all the raw like sushi lyrics if that's true. So hopefully.
I thought they was like marinated or something.
It's quite possible
because it starts to process the acids in the marinade or whatever they use starts breaking down the.
It kind of helps
fibers.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, boy. So I remember, bruv, I was like, yeah, I ain't eating that shit, man. Sushi later. You're mad. You're mad. Raw fish. Like,
I had it once. I went to a Japanese place in Ealing, and then after that, I didn't want to have it anymore.
Is it? Right, I was the opposite, man. Like, I when I was in Australia now, and then the promoter was like, oh, yeah, you tried sushi? I was like, later, bro. I was like, come on, man. You crazy. Like, I ain't eating that shit. But it was everywhere. Sushi. And it's blazing hot out there. He goes, oh, man, just try it, man. You know, you never know. I was the same. And then I was like, okay, fuck it, man. You know. And then dip it in the soy sauce and that. And then, but it was the wasabi. Once I clicked on, like, you could put some wasabi in the soy sauce and just mix it up and that. And then, like, dip it in, bam. And then you get like that, you know, wasabi, like, yo. I was like, raw. I was like, yo, this is banging. The truth is hot. It cools you down as well. Bam, I was on the sushi. But you got to pick your spots, boy. You got to pick, you can't be going raw like sushi all the time, man. You got to, you know what I mean? You got to wear shielded over your building sometimes, boy. Yeah, there's certain places you go, it's like, nah, man.
That's true. That's true, Bus Laden.
Bus Laden's, you're on point with that. Soy sauce turns you gay though.
Yeah.
But listen, it depends where the soy sauce is coming from. You got to know your sources. You got to know your sources, brother. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The source of the sauce.
That's what they say about soy sauce because of the hybridization, is it? Or is it like it turns like the fermentation or something? They say tofu.
Yeah, I don't
or
know.
soy
I
boy.
just thought it was about being soy boys.
Yo, soy boy, man. That's like the names that people come up with, man. That's it. Ceviche. Right. I knew Oshi. Trust Oshi to know that.
Oshi's a cultured gentleman.
Yeah, he's high class. He's high class, man. Renaissance man. He travels the world. Ceviche. Yeah, it's raw, isn't it? I'm thinking it's raw, and they kind of lemon. You know, they acidify it. Like you
Yeah, that's what Kenny Rebel said it there. Lemon juice marinade, lightly cook thin slices of fish. Yeah, I think the lemon is the acid in the lemon helps. The acid in the lemon starts breaking it down. Yeah.
Oh, so they're lightly cooked then. It's not raw, but it's nice, man. And at first you'd be like, I don't know about all that shit, man. Cold fish. Who wants to eat cold fish? But there's a time and a place, boy.
Yeah,
it makes sense, you know. And it's fun, like going different places and trying what they eat. You know, so, yeah, you kind of understand why this is the chosen dish, sort of thing. You know? Ceviche, salt water, and lemon and lime. It isn't cooked though. See it there?
No, right.
Raw.
Okay. No,
you know, that's how we was living.
So it's just the lemon and lime.
You know what I mean? Out in Peru, just eating raw fish, bruv.
Was that where you had it? Yeah.
Yeah, like, and then the next time when I was in Menorca, I think, like one of the Spanish islands, like, yo, you got ceviche? Yeah. Hook me up, bruv. You know what I mean? I know about them shits.
I've had I ate a live fish in Italy. With the you know, the razor clams. Have you ever had razor clams? They're like a long clam. You open them up, and then it's got like a sort of tongue inside it that's wiggling around, and then you just like eat it straight.
What? It's live. What was it? You know, what did it feel like eating something that
weird? Weird. That's in the restaurant. That's in the restaurant and all.
Is it?
Yeah. They brought them round. There was like, do you want these? And I was like, yeah, I'll have that. They look all right. Yeah, cook them. He's like, you don't cook them. No, you eat them now.
Later. What? And
like,
so you just pluck it out?
Yeah, you just sort of like pull it out and put it in your mouth. And yeah.
Do you chew it?
I tried not to really. I tried not to sort of think about it or do any, you know.
What do you mean you tried not to think about it?
Well,
you just put it in your mouth and let me not think about it now.
Yeah.
What, just swallowed
it down, yeah.
Did you might have not, like, you know, did you feel it?
Yeah.
That's why you're supposed to dead it in your mouth, man. You got to kill it.
Do you reckon you're meant to like squash it in your mouth and then swallow it down?
I mean, you know, there could be a level of like DMT, like pop out. This shit's dying. It's like, oh, the whole shit, the whole life just flashed before you. Oh, in the cloud, just trapped inside this shell. Like, oh. And some finger just pops out. Oh, try and get it. Oh, my shit. Oh, tongue and that. Bam, DMT just pop out. And you'll be like, yo, nah, that's all right, man. That's all right.
Yeah.
You don't realize you've been tripping. What are they called?
Razor clams.
Razor clams.
Yeah, it's like a clam, like a normal clam, you know, like shellfish. No, like a sort of clam that's inside two halves, but they're long. They're like about that long. And they're like clams that open up. Like a shell that opens up. So they open them up and then they just bring them out, scoop them out and eat.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Could you do the
I only done it once.
octopus? You know, like the live octopus thing.
No.
That's just weird, man.
No. The other thing, what else did they have there that was weird? Pig's cheek and trotters. That was weird. Yeah.
I've had trotters before.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I had trotters before.
This was like where we'd normally have like a little stall on the side of the street selling roast chestnuts or something. They just have a bloke selling like cooked cheek and trotters.
Cheek.
Yeah. It's called like foot and mouth or something. Yeah, some weird, like, their translation of it is like, it just means
Was it
foot
German?
and mouth. No, Italian.
Oh, it's Italian.
Yeah, in the south. And and then they just put vinegar on it and salt, and then they're like, oh, it's so nice. Oh.
The cheek of
Yeah,
it.
the worst bits, the cheek and the foot. Like the bits that are just
the foot is
completely
kind
left
of weird,
over.
isn't it? Yeah, the foot is kind of a weird one, isn't it? It's the whole, and it's just
big,
grizzle.
It's big though, the
and-
foot in it. I mean, it is a thing, isn't it? Even in,
Yeah,
I think
but
in the
it's
South,
like-
in America, they have the trotters, the pigs.
Yeah, oh man, it's making me. Yeah, let's get off the shorts talk, man. Oh Jesus, it's mad gelatinous. Like, yeah, it's all. But that's it. Cow foot. People eat the foot.
Mm.
People eat oxtail. Like,
Yeah.
it's weird because
Tail.
oxtail, I'm so used to. But there are people who's just like, what? The ox's tail?
Mm.
Like, you eat the ox's tail? I was like, yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, it's
Don't want to get too close to the end of the tail. The other
snout.
end.
People eat the snout. There's a whole thing
Yeah, I
about
think
snout
so,
and that in
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
What is pork scratchings? Because I see Irish saying there's hair in the pork scratchings. I guess that's like pub talk, innit? Pork scratchings at the
Yeah,
pub.
like them little. It's pork scratchings is the skin in it, the outside skin.
Oh,
of
it's
the,
furry. Oh,
That's why it's the actual
later.
hair off the pig. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what chicken's a bit like,
Yeah.
man. The leg.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like,
sometimes
the
you get
wing is like, bruv,
Yeah.
nah, I ain't.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. The wing, you know, just a couple hairs on it and you're just freaked out. Like,
Yeah.
nah, bruv, I can't touch that shit. Like, what is it? It's weird.
It
It's
makes
so
you
weird,
realise
man.
what it is.
Like the most ghetto hoodest dude to be like, nah, I can't fuck with that shit, bruv.
Don Smither, cow knuckle stew in yard.
Cow
Jerked
knuckle
up.
stew, yep. See it there? Cow knuckle stew.
Any
Yeah.
good?
I mean, you know, yeah. It's wholesome.
It's what you
Wholesome,
think
man.
it is.
Yeah. Cow foot. But yeah, so like, I mean, I'm loving the wasabi. So what's that? It's funny when someone who's only tried fake wasabi and try real and get burned. Yeah, you're right. There's something to do with wasabi because there's a lot of like bullshit. You know, it's like Manuka honey where
Yeah,
there's
someone's saying that. Yeah.
more wasabi.
Use,
going out
ginger
there.
and food colouring or something to make fake wasabi.
Yeah.
Oh, did someone say DJ pork scratchings?
Whoa, what's going? What's going on, DJ Pork Scratches? Yeah. Pork, what is pork scratchings? Though? Is it literally like
I think it's like fried skin,
grated, like?
bits of skin cut up and then fried. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
It's not like leftovers, you know, like
Nah, it's like that. It's like crackling on the outside of the pork at Christmas or whatever. Not Christmas. But don't have pork at Christmas.
Well, some
Some
do.
people might have pork at Christmas.
The ham hocks out there, boy.
Yeah, true.
Mm.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that.
Yeah, man. Some
ham
people
hock.
go all out. You know, man, they like tucking in 10 birds all stuffed in one.
Yeah, that's
9
weird. That, and
birds
you get to
stuffed
right to the middle is a robin in there.
Hummingbird. Like, yo. Fuck, you know, imagine trying to go through that, boy. 10 birds. Stuck and stuffed, man. And you finish, yeah, you finish off with quail leg. Yeah, crackling, pork scratchings.
Yeah, I think
You
it's
know.
a similar sort of thing.
Yeah, that's the shit where I'm like, well, that's probably the deadliest part of the meat.
Yeah.
The shit at the surface. It's like, yeah, that's, you know, where all the sweat is just like, yo, I don't know what we're gonna do, bro, but we just got to plot here. we ain't leaving.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
those, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Pig toenails. Bus Laden. What's pig toenails?
Well,
Oh, is
that's
he saying-
too much. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Pig toenails. Come on, man.
Trotters. Yeah, that's trotters. Isn't it?
Yeah, trotters. I mean, you know, another one is chicken foot. People like munch, they snack on chicken feet like nothing. I tried it when I was in China. Well, nah,
What,
it's not
they,
me, man.
they're like a sort of like
it's like a
a
deli. It's like
a crisp or something. Is it like a sort of little snack? I'm hungry. I'm hungry,
You're
mum.
making me think about it, man.
Well,
Jesus.
dinner's in 2 hours. Have some chicken feet.
Nah, bruv. It's not even like that. It's weird. I ain't gonna no disrespect to you chicken feet eaters, but I ain't chicken feet eatist or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, I found it weird because It's like you're chewing on and you're thinking about, pigeon feet, thinking about
Right. Okay. Yeah.
like all kind of feet where you're like, oh, right. And then, so it's a chicken foot, but it's like just kind of gristly. And then once you bite into it, you feel like you're just about to like crunch into the little tiny bones of the, you know what I mean? Bruv. And it just, I don't really, the flavor, I was like, yeah, I don't know about all this, man.
They just chew them though, do they?
Give me some oxtail. You want me to eat some weird shit, just give me some oxtail. That's weird? Yeah, cool. Give me a whole plate of that shit. All right, chicken hearts.
Yeah, that's what Don
Chicken
Slivered.
hearts.
Yeah, Ecuador. They had mostly chicken heads and hearts.
Chicken hearts I can fuck with. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you've mentioned chicken hearts.
Brazilian.
Before, yeah.
Ooh, bruv. When you go to a Brazilian
skewer
restaurant
full of chicken hearts.
and they do it, oh man. Yeah, if you go to the rodizio,
Yeah,
come
that's
to
it,
Brazil,
yeah.
to the rodizio. Yeah, the buffet, that's when they come out with all the different meats and all that kind of, I mean, sorry to all you vegans. Shout out to Regantology in the building. We're talking about meat right about you know what I mean? Glad you joined us. Nah, but when you go to the rodizio, bam, and they're just carving off the meats, you know what I mean? You just, all right, yeah, just get. That's when you feel,
Yeah.
you feel bad, but feel so good at the same time. But when
You don't eat it, someone else will.
Bro, if the chicken hearts come out, man, that's me, boy.
Mm.
I don't know what it is. It's the sauce. And
So that's one of them.
Like it's good for you.
I went to one of them ones, and it's where they bring out the different stuff. Yeah, but they never brought the chicken hearts out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, you got.
Are they like a
man.
delicacy?
Oof, bruv.
Do you think they would keep? They would think they're holding them back.
Possibly. I mean, you might have had to ask for them as well. That's how That's how much they were holding them back.
Right.
It's like, yo, we ain't even gonna offer. You gotta ask.
Yeah, more steaks, sir. We've got chicken hearts.
Yeah, coming right up. Yeah. Sorry.
I said, have you got chicken hearts?
Sorry, just in case you were like, oh, nothing.
Yeah. Ask twice. You have to ask twice.
Yeah. And then once you ask, he's like,
please don't let everyone know about the chicken hearts. How do you know about chicken hearts?
chicken hearts are banging, bruv. People think it's weird,
Yeah.
but
Sounds
once you
weird.
get into them,
Because they're only small, surely. Only little.
yeah, so you get a few of them, man. It's like a bag of Skittles. It's a bag of chicken hearts. Bruv, I could go through a whole bag, but I reckon. Yeah, see, Don Smithers is onto something there. For real, I saw it, man. He's saying in the Andes they eat guinea pigs. Did I tell you my guinea pig story?
No.
I thought I was going into a pet store. I was on the street and I looked and the shop was on the corner. Sorry, I got that wrong. I thought I was going into corners like a normal corner store, yeah. No. I thought it was a pet store. I walked in and I was like, rah, look, they got the guinea pigs. And then I was looking around and as I'm looking around, I'm like, right, there's no more animals. Like, how come there's no more animals? And then I was like, right, it seems more like a kind of, corner store, like a sweet shop or whatever. And I was like, oh, how come they got guinea pigs in the corner shop? He's like, nah, they're for sale. Like, people eat guinea pigs, bro. Like, right, they must be, quite nice or something. Like, if that's a thing, that's the only animal you're like, yeah, this one's, we're shot in this here. 7-Eleven, corner shop. Everything else is like liquor, magazines, cigarettes,
Box for the guinea pigs.
sweets, yeah, and then there's like guinea pigs.
How do they cook a guinea pig? What's the
I got a
bit
feeling
you take? I mean, do you just cook the whole thing, do you reckon?
I got a feeling you skewer it, yeah. If you think about, look at a guinea pig, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's just little arms, little legs.
That's what I'm wondering.
Most of it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if they
maybe
get the
they
head
can
off.
grow. Maybe they can grow big. Maybe they're big guinea pigs. I suppose it is a pig at the end of the day. You're eating pork.
It's kind of weird that they're alive, I guess, because it's like, right, so you're going to take
do
this
most
home.
of the work yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of what makes it a thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
Half
weird
the
shit.
fun, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're going in the shop, like, you might see some chicken skewers, you might see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
chicken sandwich or something, but you ain't seen
Chicken
you ain't seen
samosa.
chicken. Yeah, you ain't seen the chicken like just go, yo, anyone, man, anyone, let me just get out of here. Guinea pigs were just running around like this little box.
Right. Don Smithard says that they're like a decent sized rabbit. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, if they're like rabbit, then I can see. Yeah, they'd probably throw them in a stew or,
They probably
basically
breed a lot
cook
as well.
them up and then just use the meat. It's not like they're going to cut open a steak of a guinea pig steak or something. It's probably just peel all the meat off the bones and just throw it like you would a chicken or something. Just put it in a stew or soup.
Like rabbit, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because you'd think there'd be a bigger animal that would be. I mean, maybe it's just a
I wonder how much they are.
snack.
Yeah, it's got to be a snack, man.
Couple of quid, surely. Can't be more than like £3, can it, for a guinea pig?
And then you got to do your own little
Yeah,
skinning.
maybe,
You got to skin it.
Yeah.
Or do you reckon they just like cook all the hair
Just
off?
drop it straight in. People might be a bit sensitive about that sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, Bus Laden is saying he killed his sister's hamster when he was younger, so I'm sure he's not that
No, it's not that
bothered about us
sensitive.
talking about that kind of thing. Yeah, it is interesting, man, the different levels of where people go to in cultures when it comes to eating food.
Yeah.
Madness, mate. But yeah, let's get into some housekeeping.
Okay.
Some housekeepings.
Housekeeping. 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 Housekeeping.
Did
Right.
you like how I stay quiet during that?
Yeah, it's really ominous.
Yeah, I had to make sure, man, because I'm always fucking it. Yeah, man. Tomorrow night is the night, mother lovers. Looking forward to this one. We're going to be down at the chip shop. That's right. It's a very, 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 very dangerous event. You know what I mean? If you're not prepared for some hardcore lyrics, hardcore beats, hardcore energy, you may just want to see this one online. But otherwise, come through to the chip shop. Doors open at 8 p.m. It's Lab 79, the showcase with Manage, MC Killer, Skirmish, Rain, Apex Zero, Conflicts, Jack Diggs, Menace Mendoza, DJs on the night, Jazz T, DJ Snuff, hosted by myself, Mysdiggi. That's free entry at the chip shop tomorrow night. Make sure you bitches and bitchettes come through. We're going to have to do a catch-up as well with the crew, man, after the event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make sure, catch these mother lovers. What else we got? We got the, of course, Lead by Example. Ramson Bad Bones, out right about now. New Dawn Records, please support that. You know what I mean? That's my brother right there, putting some work in. Oh, sorry. Also, we got the Cruise Control single out there, Mr. Doris and D-Funk featuring myself, Mysdiggi, and it includes a Nightmares on Wax remix. You remember Nightmares on Wax, right? You know, yeah. Don Slivered, you got to come through, man. Oh, yes. And finally, we got the dates in. Smokey Joe and the Kid. The LP is out right about now. War is over. Please support that as well. Your boy's on there. You know what I mean? This is the band that I'm involved with from Bordeaux. We actually have to celebrate as well. We got a Renault advert out there.
Really?
You might not never know nothing about. You know what I mean? It's out there.
Nice.
Yeah, a track that I wrote. So there's like some singing on it and a bit of me rapping on it. And I wrote all the lyrics and singing as well. True, I can't sing. We have to get some singers to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's a little, you can look out for that there. But yeah, we're going to be touring the LP. The War is Over LP. And we're going to start off in Bordeaux. That's from next year anyway. 27th of January, going to be Bordeaux. Then it's going to be the 28th in Paris. 29th, we're going to Sanoy. I do believe that's, Sanoy. Then we're going to be at Le Gossier. I think I'm saying that right. in Guadeloupe. Then we're going to be Audincourt on the 10th of February. Or sorry, the 18th of February. My bad. 5th of February is going to be Le Gossier. Then where are we going to be? On the 4th of the 3rd, Riom. Then the 5th, Planouer, Lanvian.
This is fucking brilliant.
You know what I mean?
Every week we should just do something where you read French words.
Yeah, anyway, you see the information out there, my brothers. You know what I mean? That's trying to put me off from learning French live on air. Yo, where else are we going to be? Saint-Etienne, yeah? And a whole bunch of other places you might not never know nothing about. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back on the road with these. They're crazy lot, you know what I mean?
When's that running till?
Huh?
When's the last date then?
The last date is going to be on... Oh, so far it's on the 5th or the 10th, but there's more coming as well. There's more coming. There's more dates going to be added to it, so...
And that's just France at the moment, is it?
Yeah.
So
apart from the Guadeloupe one, yeah.
Oh, right. Wow. So
as far as I know.
You're going to be going to other places as well, do you think?
Yeah, should be. Yeah, man.
Excellent.
But yeah, anyway, something you might not never know nothing about. Shout to all the crew locked in. Yes, big up Lawrence Limburger. He's like £10 bag, mate. You know what I mean? Hopefully we got some UK dates coming up as well, man. So Kenny Rebel will definitely let you know. But yeah, tomorrow night is going to be the night, man. I'm looking forward to see these lot hosting up in this mother lover. Yeah, I've been working on a lot more material sort of in the background, just doing feature stuff as well. But, you know, some bits and bobs that I'm going to announce once they've accumulated in the fashion that we want them to. So yes, stay tuned.
What albums or what's the
what's
the format? Albums.
Yeah, it's got to be, man. It's got to be.
Excellent.
More tip of the iceberg coming as well. Yeah, man. We got to start flooding these mother lovers and do a little. You know, we can have some listening parties up here. You know what I mean? Get the opinion of the common senses, because these lot are some smart mother lovers, and if there's anyone I'm going to listen to whose faces I can't see, these lot online. You know what I mean? The whole thing about arguing online, man, I just realized it's so crazy how people can go back and forth for days. And, you know, it doesn't really change much at the end of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy how people can do that, man. Yeah, wrap-ups, man. I don't know if I'm going to... You know, people are talking about doing the wrap-ups, but the thing about them is that right now it's kind of a weird time we're in to be doing and trying to celebrate anything, you know? What I am going to try and do, though, is wrap up what we've been going through. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'll just let a little cat out of the bag there, let a little pussy out of the whip, you know what I'm saying? Let the pussy jump out the whip, feel me? I had the top down, man. Pussy just jumps out. I was like, God damn. Let the cat out, God damn. Yeah, so, but stay tuned for that, man. It's going to be interesting, you know what I mean? But it's something that can, you know, got to keep working, D. Got to keep working.
Yeah, I'll ask about that after the show.
We keep showing off.
Call out the corruption, please. You're more...
Yeah, you know, the thing is, what I feel about doing...
around that, like a wrap-up of corruption.
Yeah, wrap-up of corruption, for real, isn't it? But what I feel
that's
about
just like
doing
a normal
all that
rap
stuff,
song. That's just like a normal...
Yeah, it's kind of normal, and also it's like, it's not... I don't feel like it really gets anywhere because of the fact that it's saying that. It's like, it's so obvious that that's what it's saying, that it can kind of get shut down quite easily. Do you know what I mean?
Who do you reckon would do a good corruption wrap-up?
Who would do a good corruption rapper?
Yeah.
I'd have thought someone like he does like full on political. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone like, I guess, Loki.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
who would do a Kalashnikov? Imagine Kalashnikov doing a corruption wrap up. Like how Aggie he'd go in on it.
Yeah. What's he doing now then? What's his?
I think he's performing. I've seen his name on like a few bits and bobs.
Yeah,
here
I
and there,
saw it on something recently. Maybe it's the chip shop next year. I think it might be. I think it might be performing there next year.
Yeah.
I think I went through their site the other day looking at who's coming up.
Yeah, it should be big, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chester P. That's another one.
What to do the
corruption
corruption wrap up?
Yeah. That would be a good one.
2021 sleaze wrap up. Yeah, that's it, Kenny Rebel. That's what it should be called. Someone needs to do the sleaze wrap up. Yeah, rather than just corruption, the sleaze wrap up.
Yeah, all the fuck ups.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually a good idea, you know.
Yeah.
Like some kind of award show to all the like. What would you call them? You have to have a name to kind of round them up under. Oh, look at that. Don Smith and met Clash the other week. What a coincidence, eh? Yeah, he's a good
Small
guy,
world.
man. All right. So wait. What was he thinking about? There's something I was trying to get at to do with the corruption.
Doing whether it be a good idea to do a calling out the corruption.
That's right.
End
So
of
yeah,
year
like an
wrap-up.
award show kind of thing. You could present it like as a kind of award, like the Dickhead Award Show, and then just like reel off all different people and why
Yeah.
and what for. But you could do it, you know, make sure they don't know it's you. Damn, I just told them what I'm going to do.
Or you could just get someone else to do it and then you be behind it.
Yeah, I'll just write it. Yeah.
Just giving that
That's
away.
the
as well.
idea. Nah, do it as puppets though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just giving it all away to you. Do you know what I mean? Because this video can never be deleted.
Yeah. What? I'll ask you about it afterwards.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I think there's something there. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's episodes of tying all this stuff together, like all the shit we've been hearing. Do you know what? All right, let's try and do that. I'm going to try, maybe we'll try and get a demo done and we'll you know what I mean, give these like a little primo of it. We'll try. You know what I mean? We'll try and do that and then see what people think because, yeah, I kind of feel like, yeah, Fucktard Awards, that's a good one. That's a good name for it. Welcome to the annual Fucktard Awards. First of all, you know what I mean? Yeah. Puppets talking about sleazy puppets. That's hilarious. Yeah, I honestly feel like in terms of getting this stuff across, like getting people to hear it, it's got to have some comedic effect. It's got to be entertaining in a way. I'm not saying it all has to be like that, but I just feel like it's been done in the way that people are saying, you know, oh, do a track that's going at, you know, enough people have kind of said, oh, you should do a track. And it's like, yeah, you do it. Like I did a verse with Killer and, you know, Cy Philly. The track was banging, but you put it out, people, it's like these Insta and all that, they're not letting it get, you know, hit all the people that it needs to. So people don't really hear it. But I feel like on the comedic side, if you kind of hit on a comedic side, then people kind of, because it's funny anyway, and then you can add truth to it. You know what I mean? Like the truth in jest, like they say.
Yeah, it's true. You can sell a lot of stuff with a bit of humor in there. Yeah.
And I think that might be the key in order to kind of get people to see. And, you know, as well as not being too biased, it's like keeping it neutral, but at the same time showing like what it sounds like, what it can sound like to the, you know, the average person.
Yeah.
It's important, man. You've got to think about everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we've been saying, man, I do feel it for a lot of people now because there was this video even. Shout out to Irish, man. He spotted that it was actually fake, but it had like Kamala Harris talking about, oh yeah, most of the people who are in the hospital right now are quaxed. Obviously he said the V word, but trying to, yeah. And then I repeat that. Most of the people that are in the hospital are quaxed. You know what I mean? And I was like, rah. She's blatantly saying it. I was like, rah, okay, so they must be, now they're trying to just like shake up the people that have gone and done it. Because it's all about keeping us in some form of fear or whatever. And it turns out the video was fake anyway. Do you know what I mean? And you're just like, right, man, this shit don't stop, innit? It keeps going on and on and on. And people getting carried away. Yeah, it's nuts, man. It's neighbours from hell, for real. All over the place.
Kenny Rebel, this government is like a storyline from Viz Comic. They are a dangerous joke. Which one did you prefer then?
Which one?
No, this government is like a storyline from Viz. Which one? The one before was better, or the one that you're going to vote in after it using the same voting system? Are they going to be better?
Yeah, I want to ask people when was the time where voters were happy? Like when was the time when everyone was happy?
Yeah. Is this another one of those questions that you get silence for?
Yeah,
the silence is the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or argument that has nothing to do with the question.
Yeah.
It usually ends up like
straw men or just silence.
Straw man arguments. Let's get into some investigations for these mother lovers. You know what I mean? It's that time. We ain't done no Mice Investigates for a while. So now, I think it's time we go in with these serious questions that people really need to know about.
Right. I don't know if I've got the...
Was this... Hold on a minute. Yeah, sheesh. Yeah, we didn't even get into this, did we?
No.
So this is a backlog of investigations, man. Do you know what I mean? Like in Mice Investigates offices, obviously you can call us if you need us to get into any investigations for you. Do you know what I mean? Just call me Black Columbo. Always forgetting shit, but finding out something new when I don't. You know what I mean? For some reason, I always find out shit I'm not supposed to. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's Columbo, Black Columbo. You know what I mean? So yeah, this week, we're going to investigate. You lot got to help me out with this one as well. What was the most pointless thing you learned in school? The funny thing about this is that I spelled in wrong and I put is school. I went over people's heads. I'm glad it did. Yeah. I put, what's the most pointless thing you learned in school? Yeah. It's quite funny because I didn't
people
clock
probably
it.
thought that was on purpose. Surely, the most pointless thing you learn is school.
No, I'm proud enough to admit that was not even on purpose, bruv. You know what I mean?
Grammar.
Grammar.
The most pointless thing you learn is school.
Yeah, for me it was, boy. I'll tell you that. Anyway, man. Yeah, so hit us up in the comments, man. What's the most pointless thing you lot learned in school? You know how we do. These are like questions and answers that we need in order to pursue the things we want to pursue in life. So I think it's important, you know what I mean, that we get to the bottom of these investigations together. It's us. It's us. We're in this together. Yo, so shout to OMG, it's green. Says, Through the Dragon's Eye was well worth the useless lessons. Through the Dragon's Eye.
Through the Dragon's Eye, what's that?
I have no idea, but I'm sure somebody's going to come in and say something about Through the Dragon's Eye. Charlie Official says, everything. Shout to Oshi. Oshi says, everything history. Woo! He's not lying. History is kind of like, oof, the warping that they've warped shit is crazy. People don't want to believe it, and, I don't even know what to say anymore because I've realized this is the thing I was going to say about arguing online. Is that when two people going back and forth and either of you have looked at each other's information, you know, it's kind of a pointless argument. It's like so obvious that, yeah, the outcome is you don't agree.
Yeah.
But where you've both now seen each other's, you know, and it's sort of fair ground to say, all right, this is why I still believe this. And this is why. Then now you might be having a conversation that's worth considering. But, boy, people got, and then 2 weeks later, you lot are still back and forth. Yo, but no, I said, and now you're just correcting each other on what you said like
Yeah.
a week and a half ago or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
crazy, man. But yeah, shout out to Mr. Trick. The question, what's the most pointless thing you think you learned in school? He says sin cos tan. I have no idea what that means. I just thought someone might be able to help
Some
out
kind
there.
of maths.
Sin cos tan.
Yeah, there was like a maths. There was on the expensive maths calculators. Had like extra buttons on there. It said like sin, cos, tan,
Jeez.
square
I
root,
wonder if
pi,
that's Latin or something.
something.
or
Yeah,
Greek, maybe.
something like that. Yeah, it's algebra maybe. Is it some sort of algebra or someone's mentioned trigonometry,
Trigonometry.
calculus, and trigonometry? Is it something like that? I don't know. I've never used the words calculus or trigonometry.
Calculus and trigonometry. Yeah.
I thought calculus was something you got on your foot.
Yeah. Calluses.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Calluses. Calculus. Oshi also said algebra.
And Oshi also said everything's science. So
Yeah.
everything history, everything science. Kenny Rebel, remember my maths teacher, you won't have a pocket calculator on you at all times.
Oh, how your teacher was wrong. Jesus. Now we got fucking surveillance, everything on us at all times. Literally. We got a weapon on us. You know what I mean? He used to throw calculators at his mates. Shout out to Lawrence Lindbergher, man. That's some gangster shit. That's some G'd up shit, man. You can't be talking that shit on here. You might get, you know what I mean? Statutes of limitations and shit, right?
Imagine being so rich that you could throw calculators at people. We used to just throw stones at people. Couldn't afford
Yeah,
calculators.
stones are
to
free,
throw.
man.
Yeah.
And people used to like buy shit to pop windows with. You're like, bro, what's wrong with you, man? If you get stopped, why you got stones in your pocket? Like, come on, man. I just got stones in my pocket.
I'm
But if
retarded.
you get stopped, like, why have you got this window breaker in your pocket? Like, yeah, fucking up. Go on PLK with a quick Google. There's no way you put all them numbers. Typed all them numbers out just for us, man. There's no way. All right, so check this. Obviously, what was the most pointless thing you learned in school? Scannon 12345 says, I went to the Catholic school and put in quotes the 10 Commandments. Dun, 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 la, 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 la. That was the most pointless thing. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not. Yeah. I guess there's a lot of those things. It's funny, isn't it? You can look at the 10 Commandments now and be like, wow, this is really happening to us. Like they're breaking 10 Commandments, bare face, and reporting it live on your mum and dad's TV. Later, boy, it's all the parents, man. They're just locked in. Boomers, they're just locked in, boy. There ain't no dragging them out. The only ones is like if they're like, yeah, I know what's going on from back in the day, from my first mushroom trip, my first hit of LSD, some shit. Just woke them out of it. Like, oh shit, is this what's going on? And they've been woke by the crazy one ever since. And now they're like, see? All their mates are like, he might have been onto something now.
Yeah.
That's going to be us, man. It's going to be us. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't wait for the old people's homes when we're older.
The conversations.
So,
right?
well, just the like
Tattoos.
subcultures in each, inside each one, where you've still got like nerdy old people and like
Gamer. Like gamer
bully
old people.
gamer old people, like hip hop fans, old people. with
like
their
tatted up.
with like Adidas shell toe slippers and
old people like women with butterfly tattoos on their breast and that.
yeah.
Nose rings and that.
Yeah, it's just going to be surreal. You're going to
Yeah.
have all these little groups of people that don't really like each other still. You know what I mean?
They'll
They're
be
like, no, I'm not into heavy metal. No, I'm not really. Just 78. I never really liked heavy metal.
Still talking about
Knocking on
like,
the door. Do you want to come out for a walk? It's like, no, I'm not really. We're not really
No,
into the same music.
no, I don't walk with like heavy metal though. No. Right, some more investigations. Yeah, so someone hit me with the not grammar and spelling. I can't even. Not funny enough. I can't really say their name. I guess it's like Mr. Millenniums. Yeah, he might be a millennium, so you weren't feeling that question because he's still in school. Not knowing me says everything they taught was a waste of time. Bam. All of it. Berg's TV is like all of it. This is what the consensus is like, yo, these lot taught us a bunch of bull snitch. It's quite deep, man. RE lessons used to suck, but on reflection, it's not bad they show different perspectives, I guess. Lawrence Lindbergh, that's a good point. We do get a different perspective, as well as the fact that you go through it and you learn it, and then you realize, and then you learn something else. You learn other perspectives and realize, like, oh, okay, I can see how this ended up this way. You know what I mean? Like an open mind, man. It makes a lot more sense for you to have that than a closed one because you're limiting the amount of information that you can take in. And it's kind of weird seeing, I'm seeing some quite smart people out there that seem to not have that ability to kind of just go, okay, let me just, right, I'm still a bit skeptical, but let me just see what after all this time, and you're like, wow, man, is it trappy that much that you can't break out that shell in no form or fashion, not even for 2 minutes or something? It must be scary. Must be fucking scary. Ever
Hang on, where's that one got?
Ever put your nuts in the teacher's coffee when she goes out the room? Wow, that's some. I mean, you as long as that coffee ain't too hot, bruv. Like, you know what I mean?
Teacher's coffee was never hot.
Nah,
Where's that
shrivel up,
cold
boy.
coffee? Yeah, where's that cold coffee?
Cold coffee
Where's
mouth.
that breath that stunk of coffee?
Your mom's like, I can't say I ever did. Nah, she probably never did that before. Not unless she had a bag of nuts with her, which I doubt. Yeah, interesting question though. Yo, I don't know why he asked that, but if anyone out there has done that before, you know what I mean? Please do chime in, because asking for a friend. Right, what else we got? Adel Rexet said, impossible to choose one. KVS Komarebi says, go into it. go into school, man. This is madness, bro. It's crazy, isn't it? How we could grow up.
Most people don't think, well, most people who answered don't think they got anything out of it.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
You realize, like, it's like they just keep us there. You know what I always wondered? Because I was like, okay, so if everyone's going, you're asked as a kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? And everyone kind of said similar things, doctor, nurse, pilot,
Plasterer.
fireman. D would. Apart from D. He's the only one thinking about plastering,
I actually went up. So I was like plasterer, and then I became a carpenter. I was like, what's it called? I went over my expectations.
Yeah.
From then on, I've had a blessed life. Because in my mind, I'm like, wow, I achieved more than I thought I was going to. At the age of 30.
You won already. You've won as a carpenter.
Everything else is a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I just think everything is a blessing.
33rd degree
wow.
carpenter. Carpentry. No, you don't even realize, like, you're in the secret society of carpentry, but that's why everything's just smooth.
Yeah. I'm just walking through it all.
we should get the gematria of what carpentry. That would be funny, man. If there's a secret society of carpentry and that. Dentists, secret society of dentists. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. It's crazy seeing how many people are just like, yo, nothing. I mean, the obvious things, but these are things that we could have learned at home, which is like obviously numbers and letters, words and whatnot. But there's that there. But it's like, like I was wondering if these different people, so say you've got in a classroom of, say, I don't know, 25 or whatever, and, a third of them are like, in the sort of medical profession in some form of way, and then another third are like, they want to be like firemen or policemen or whatever, and then, and it's, you think about all these things, they're like the jobs that the government probably want us to go for, But if people are like, in the end, they want to be like architects or they want to be, things that are bigger. There aren't enough jobs out there for,
for everyone to be an architect.
So they're just going to hold people back. No, maybe you should try this. And all right, now you should go into further education. And then next minute you're like middle age, bald head. You know what I mean? Still, yes, I'm just finishing my. Like now you're just like, all right, I'm going to just write books about it. I've learned that much, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never actually become it, and that's them keeping you in that system, man.
What do you reckon that they? What do you reckon they want you to get out of going to school? Like what lesson do you think they want you to learn by going there? Like, what are they hoping? What are they hoping when you leave school you're going to come out of that experience with? Like, it's got to be something that's the same for everyone in a way, because they're trying to sort of mold you, aren't they, to be a sort of a member of a society.
Yeah, I think
but
that's...
what is it? What is it they're actually... What's the one thing that they're hoping, like, even if you don't get all the other stuff, like you don't get your maths or you don't get your English, there's like a sort of lesson that you should have come out of school with.
Yeah, I guess it's like, it's sort of obedience in a way. It's just like, be, sort of be complacent with how everything is, You don't ask, as long as you don't ask questions and you know.
Do you think that's what it is? They want you to come out not asking questions. Do you reckon that's what it? I mean, do you think ultimately that's that's like the central thing of what you're meant to get out of that, like, because it's now you go in when you're like, I think 3,
on an esoteric level,
and you leave when you're 18. So you're in school for 15 years.
Yeah.
The first 15 years, first 18 years of your life.
And they're
you're in school for 15 years.
And they're telling you this is how life is. This is what you got to do. This is how, like, they're building this world around you of how you should look at it.
Yeah.
And so and that's what I mean. So and you never question anything about that.
So they
world.
want you to not question. They want you to just feel like you've been given all the answers.
I think so,
And
then also it leads on to the education as well. It leads on to, people that have studied tend to feel like, oh, I've done something that you haven't done, that a lot of people haven't gone through. And so you can never tell me that this is not what it is. Do you know what I mean? It also gives you that, when you think of, like, look at the approach in terms of like medals and whatnot, when you win, winning awards and everything. So there's always like this higher level of achieving some kind of goal that if you do it, no one else is as good as you. You're the best at, oh, look at all this. I won all this. Kind of praising you. And so, because that's a goal that a lot of people go for, I feel like it then makes them sort of defend any, anyone going against it. It's like, no, so it's even more so.
The people I've met who go into like the higher education, like university and all, they tend to come out like with the not, they think that everything they've learned is the truth.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you say, because you didn't go exactly what you're saying, because you didn't go to that level they went to. Like, you haven't really learned all the things you're meant to have learned, so you're just probably, what you're talking about is rubbish.
Yeah.
Even though you might have spent 10 years reading your own stuff, your own books, and done your own research. It's like, it has to be an accepted canon of research.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And then
So
what
they
you say-
basically want you to not question anything. That's what they want is the lower IQ people to come out of school when they're 16, not questioning anything. And then the ones who do want to carry on questioning, they want you to carry on in their education to the point where you're like, right, I think I've learnt enough. I think I've got enough. I've answered enough questions now.
Like, think about the people that carry on in that education. Like I'm saying, they end up writing papers. They end up doing studies and
They end up
whatnot.
becoming
And so
the
that
people who
carries on the whole lie.
Yeah,
Whatever direction you want to go in whichever lie, that carries it on.
Yeah.
So now you've got even more references. You've got more source papers, you know, and it's just perpetual. So it's ongoing.
Yeah.
But what's beautiful is seeing how many people are like, this shit they're teaching us, like the whole thing. Because, there's so much being unearthed now that it's amazing, man. Like, it truly is. We have no idea what's going on. None of us at all. You know what I mean? So many different things are coming up. But, let's see what the crew, I'm sure, we've got some wise words.
So, Kenny Rebel, how to conform. Don Smith has only just done his English GCSE at 38.
Go on.
Jesus, Don.
Go on, though.
Well done. No, I'm just
to pay them taxes.
I'm just joking, of course, Don.
Pay them taxes. See, Don Smith knows. I'm sure he's saying that about why and what was the reason. When you were asking, what's the reason?
Yeah,
for
that's what I think all these are.
Yeah. It's, and you don't ask, do we ask questions about paying the taxes?
No.
We don't ask questions about none of it. We just like, this is life. This is how it is. But in the back of your mind, you know, and I'm sure a lot of the common sensors feel it. It's like there's something telling you it's not right. You don't even know that it's telling you that.
Yeah.
There's something saying to you like, I'm not happy with this. Like, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be doing this. You know, and the more the onion starts getting peeled back, the more you see like, wow, this has been going on for years, for like centuries, if not thousands of years, where people have believed the world is what it isn't.
Gleam, gravity is something I have never accounted for since school. Unless I need to blame my own stupidity of falling over on a bend in space-time, it never gets a mention.
Gravity. He's getting deep with his...
Never gets a mention. Yeah, it's true. It's not like you see a lot of stories on the news where they're like, and then gravity was responsible for this thing. Yeah, it's true. Unless you get into like actual physics and watch, you know, things about physics, because it's not really even that no one even knows what gravity is still today. It's not even really well understood. There's not even really a theory of what gravity is. There's just like vague ideas.
Yeah, it's just weird, man, because there's so many.
It gets really vague at that point when you start looking into gravity. It gets really vague.
Look at that, man. I mean, even that, like, no one questions. Like, we just go, okay, yeah, that's what it is. Everything is because of gravity. You look, when you drop this, it drops. So when you're underneath, then it drops, and that's it. You know, we don't know. We don't know, like, a lot of things that...
It gets proper vague when you start looking into gravity. It starts becoming like, why do you ask a lot of questions? Stop asking so many questions.
You know, when the teacher get angry, boy, when their face gets red, you know what I mean? That coffee, it's like the dragon mouth. Coffee just all across the classroom, man. Coffee breath just, everyone like, yo, take cover, man. Fuck, you know, it's dangerous out there. You know, they should have taught us gematria. I think to do with, in terms of things like trigonometry, geometry and whatnot, it's the order that they taught us. They haven't taught us it in the right order. And so it doesn't make sense to us. But apparently we're supposed to learn it in the sort of, you know, in that quadrivium route. And then it all kind of ties in a bit better.
Yeah.
And then we'll, you know, but even like the stars, look how much symbolism is out there to do with the zodiac and whatnot. They ain't show us none of that. You know, all of these like signs and seals and coats of arms and, you know what I mean, Latin, all the things that we should really learn about. They're telling us, no, man, don't worry about that, man. Just, look at this. Look. See, press this button.
So that's another. That's going to be another investigates. Then, what do you think you should have learned? What do you think they should have taught in school?
That's a very interesting one. Yeah. I better remember that. What do you think they should have taught us? Very, very true. Very good question. Shout out to Hulk. Shout out to the real rapper Hulk on Insta. What are you saying, bruv? He says, whitewashed agenda, biased history, literally being taught lies for no reason. Went in. Final clause. How to put a Johnny on a banana. Shout out to Hannah. A whole bunch of numbers. I can't reel off too many of them because there's a lot. She says RE. Religious education. An interesting one, you know. I have a bit of experience in religious education coming from a Roman Catholic upbringing.
Yeah,
Yes,
you weren't allowed to go into the things though. Was you the what's it called? Where they had the confessions and all that. Did you have to do confessions?
Yes.
Did you?
I often confessed.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was you sort of just making stuff up, or you?
Yes. They made us confess once or twice though, yeah. And I never really knew what to say. I was like, bruv, I can't see who's there. I don't know what am I meant. I didn't even know what I was meant to say, to be honest. I was like, what is confessing? What am I supposed to confess? But yeah, it's so much weird shit goes on, man. And you know, growing up in that sort of environment, and then as you get older, you start looking back, you realize like, yeah, there was a lot of weird shit that went on in terms of just the energy. You know, it was quite dark and cold and you know, just very uptight and it's that kind of vibe.
Yeah,
you know?
Nothing like
you don't know
the
why.
Catholic Church today.
Yeah, I'm sure that, man. So Gleam says gravity is easy. It's just matter influences the space around it. Nothing more than that.
That's a description, not an explanation. So yeah,
matter influences.
That's just describing what you think gravity is. That's not explaining what gravity is.
You didn't go in enough, Gleam.
No, you haven't gone in enough. Go in. Go in, my child. Oh, please, no.
Yo.
Legalese, yeah, that's good. Yeah,
legally,
that's
exactly.
for the next one. That's for the next question. We have to save that one. That's a good one, though.
Yeah, legalese is like, oof, man. And you know what's interesting is there are, there's not just, you know, there's a dictionary for like more or less every sort of field of work. And so you've got legal dictionary, you have like medical dictionary, you know, whatever science is, there'll be, you know, particular, like obviously medical science is one. You'll have dictionaries for them. You've got like styles manuals as well. You know, all these things that, you know, because we don't know, you know, to do with like words being in a box or whether they're all caps, all these sort of things.
Yeah.
They're the type of books you should be reading, man. Pat it and bear. You know what I mean? Got you sitting there. So what's Gleam saying now?
Gravity is nothing.
It was a descriptor.
Which was a mistake for acceleration. It's all just... see, exactly what I said. It starts getting vague. When people start talking about gravity, it starts getting vague.
Because we don't know.
These aren't explanations. These are just descriptions of things. Even saying gravity is nothing, it's like it started getting vague. You've started becoming vague when you're discussing the subject of gravity. No one really knows what it is.
Vagueness.
Yeah, I'm feeling the vagueness. You're becoming thin.
You're drinking on Vegameisters. It's very vague.
Grey areas.
You must listen to Louis Vega all the time.
99% of Gleam says 99% of everything is just an over-exaggerated, extravagant version from man's imagination. You can sell absolutely nothing for thousands nowadays. Physics does not matter, literally. Yeah, that's true. All these NFT things or whatever, and what they called non-fungible tokens. Have you seen them things?
Yeah, non-fungible things.
Yeah.
So what's the idea with them? Is that are they like on a blockchain thing as well?
Something like that, yeah.
And so what you've got? It's gonna turn into currency. Is that what they think? Like it's gonna be worth something?
I think what it is is a something to do with being able to put crypto into these things, and then the price goes up of them. So it's just another wealth transfer scheme, you know, for people like the art world. The art world is just a wealth transfer scheme. So art isn't really worth what it's worth. It's just that in order to like make money go up, people buy pieces of art and then it makes their money go up. Doesn't it? It's like goes up quicker than putting it in a bank or something like that. So it's a way of like making money get bigger. So I think the NFTs, I think it's going to be a similar thing, but with crypto, is that someone's trying to develop a way of making like a version of the art world where they can grow money by putting it into things.
Like, what? There's voice NFTs as well. So it's like...
Yeah,
this is the
music, you
one-
can do your tracks. You could make your tracks into NFTs.
NFTs.
Yeah.
And yeah, because who is it? Someone's done it and then they've kind of... it's like they get royalties off of people selling some crazy amount as well, like maybe 80% or something.
Right.
Yeah, something weird like that. But I don't know, man. All this... To me, it does feel like... you know, it kind of... If in a sense that... what is backed by Bitcoin or, you know, cryptocurrency or whatever, then what it's doing is kind of just keeping that alive. It's keeping that like, yeah, look, this is why it's worth getting into, because now you can, and the whole thing is like make money, you know, they just, as long as people, you know, even while we're in this mess, it's because of money, because there's people that need to keep their jobs or people that are like being, you know, they owe whatever money, so they have to do this, or, you know, so yeah, it's I still I'm just not even into all of the digital side is already mad, you know. Like I saw some infograph that was saying about, because you know a lot of people post that they wrapped their Spotify wrapped thing, and you know, thank you for all the listeners, and it'll have like numbers on it and whatnot. Like you've had 6 million streams or 7, you know, or whatever new places, and you know, new bits of territory, that have been listening. And then someone put an infograph up of the guy that owns Spotify, something Eck or Uck, I've forgotten his first name, and how he made some crazy amount of billions in 2020, you know, off of his, whilst he basically made more than, you know, all the artists kind of combined.
Wow.
And some crazy amount of money, you know. And that's the thing, man. But you know, it's like we ain't got a choice. I think we do have a choice, but it just means we got to work a lot harder in order to kind of get what people feel we deserve. So say like, you know, people like Rock Mars, that's why they're pretty smart in terms of Rock Mars and other artists like that. They'd put out their release before it goes live on stream with all Spotify and iTunes and whatnot. And so that way they're getting the true support from, you know, their listeners beforehand, who are going to get the music beforehand. They get it like in their hand as well, not just, you know.
Right,
that sort of thing makes a difference, man. But
yeah.
with these NFTs, I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out to Collie in the building. What's going on? Digital basketball cards is the best description of NFTs. Yeah, it's something like that. That's what I figured.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
you know, it's the same thing, man. It's like, right, what if your console locks off? What happens then, man? Where's this NFT? Like, you know, or if you got to have a digital wallet. I think with cryptocurrency, they got these wallet things in it, so you can have it offline as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, that can still, it's electric. It can still, what if it rains? So Lawrence Lindberger says, it takes a lot of time to understand these fundamental questions, and I think collectively mankind has strived for truth in these endeavors. I think collective knowledge smells out bullshit quickly. Yeah, it's cool. That's definitely...
I agree. I
feel
think
like that as well.
What was the most pointless thing you learned in school is one of the fundamental questions. Yeah. I know what he's on about now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's saying your Mice Investigates questions are fundamental questions for mankind. Yeah.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Gleam, Einstein said E equals mc squared, which means gravity is equal to acceleration. aka a total mistake to think it's a separate thing to just how mass acts under acceleration from a certain perspective or frame.
Start getting vague.
AKA a total mistake to think it's a separate thing to just how mass acts under acceleration from a certain perspective.
Einstein's a fraud. Einstein was a fraud who stole other people's work, and he's just a complete fraud. So I'll just disregard anything Einstein said.
Yeah.
I disregard anything Einstein said. You can believe what you want, but yeah.
Is Gleam, you're not a flat earther anymore? Or is Gleam a flat earther still? No, he used to have, I feel like he's not a flat earther anymore, man.
I think he's a sphere cuck.
Sphere cuck. What's a sphere cuck?
He's going for the sphere model. Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
he's
I don't know. I mean, he kind of sounds, he sounds, he might have changed his tune or something.
Yeah.
So Collie was saying, artists get royalties in perpetuity for secondhand sales in the future. Right. So that's through the NFTs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what was going on there. And so, it kind of sounds like it might even be a better deal than with Spotify and all that. But I don't know. I don't get it. I still don't get
Gleam's saying NFTs are wise to get onto.
Yeah.
Mice. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll look into it.
We need to speak to someone. We need an NFT
expert to break it down.
Yeah,
they don't want to chat though, man. When I've been hitting up the Bitcoiners, I put it to them. I'm like, I just want to really, find out if it is a pyramid scheme thing or nothing, and then bam, because I just want to be honest. I think the honest conversations are better, innit?
Yeah.
So we need the Mysdiggi token. I think I might have one, man. I think I've got something that I could probably do. But yeah, I don't really get it. I still don't get it.
No, we need an expert. Yeah.
Is it like, so you've got this digital piece of art, or, whether it be audio or visual, and you can sell it to people, a certain amount or whatever. There's only a certain amount available. And
there's only one.
Oh, there's only one?
Yeah. It's just the one that you make available. That's it.
So what are these people doing when they're selling like 20,000 of them? They've got one individual thing for all 20,000 people?
Don't know. You need to speak to someone.
Yeah. That's the third time you said that, so now definitely
yeah.
need to speak to someone.
We're getting to the point of my, the extent of my knowledge. I can't help you. I can't help you anymore with this. You have to get someone else in for this.
There's only so much I can Jamie pull that up. So Don Smith has said he's seen that if you own the original, you can copy it multiple times. Okay, but somehow you could tell the original, but I don't know. Okay, so yeah, that's what I saw. There's something about they could sell a certain amount of them. I don't get it, man. Maybe like every bit that you sell becomes like a chunk off of the original one. Some BS like that.
Sorry, you're going to get someone in for that.
Bare grey areas, boy. POK, lying, man. It's bare grey areas on this shit, man. I don't know. I don't know about putting any P into, precious metals, man. Them shits have been going for years. Scripture's got them shits in there. You know what I mean? Ancient tablets. No one ain't talking about no Bitcoin, man. No one ain't talking about no Bitcoin back then. You know what I mean? You got gold, silver, bronze. You know what I mean? That's the color of your coins. Gold, silver, bronze. They may not be of the material they were meant to be, what they were back in the day, but boy. Oh. What? I'm confused now, man. Gleam, you definitely confused me now. Definitely confused me because...
Never been a flat earther, but 100% involved in the scene. In the flat earth scene.
Oh.
Or the debates, the flat earth debate scene or something. Is that what you're saying? My job is to pull globe earthers up on Science Day wing and know nothing about, aka perspective and gravity, etc. Pull globe earthers up on Science Day wing and know nothing about.
Okay.
All right.
You know what I mean? You know me, I like clarification, man. I've got a bit of a OCD about that. It annoys people when I start asking too many questions. They start going, we need to get someone.
Yeah, but at least I admit. At least I admit when I've reached the threshold. It's like I could just sit here and bullshit.
That is hilarious, man. All right, so who else we got, man, on the Mice Investigates, man? This is getting deep, though. Like, I'm very, it's quite touching the amount of people that are like, yo, school was a whole load of bull. School was bull. Bleed nasty. How to be silent. That was the most pointless thing. Go and put you in the corner and all that. Or, stand up in front of the classroom and say, you've got so much to say. Like, bruv, come on, man. You bullying me up like, in front of people like that for, man. Osmosis through potatoes. Could you do that?
Osmosis through... Someone else mentioned something about that. Yeah.
Through potatoes, though. This is a good one. OMG, it's green. People gonna want to see them certificates. Yo, that is hilarious, man. People want to go see the... Yo, like, when have you ever... People used to jerk that shit. I know a guy, yeah, he used to get jobs in mad high places. Like, it would be like, for instance, say like the hospital, he'd get like the cleaning, head cleaning director's job or whatever. You know what I mean? And then somehow he just had the swagger where he could go in and just wing and then blah, 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 get the job. And then he would just like go and research it the next couple of days because he's got the job. He's like, oh shit, I better learn what the fuck I'm meant to say here, how I'm meant to do it. Like, yeah, wing it. He was one of them.
Didn't have to show his GCSEs at all, ever once.
Yeah, or he just like mocked up some, you know what I mean, whatever. Just showed that. But it's true, man. Yeah, never had to show them shits. Yeah, can you show us your GCSEs, yeah? Your A-levels, where did you get to? Like,
we're going to need to see your GCSE results for this
right,
job,
so the truck is
I'm
over
38.
there. Right,
38 years old.
38, yeah.
Have you got your GCSE results?
Yo, imagine that, man. Imagine you're in your 40s, like, yo, you still got GCSE.
He's just been in a job for 20 years,
Iceland,
get kicked out fresh on the job market.
He's going to go work in Iceland.
You think things have changed. Things must have changed in the 20 years that I've been out. I've been in a one job. I'm going to go and get a new job. First question.
Just Witherspoons. Man's just doing a little part-time in Witherspoons over Christmas. They ask you for your GCSEs. Like, bro, come on, man. Yeah. So, Mr. B says algebra. Yep.
Yeah, that came up a lot.
So Dante Speaks says this, that my mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell. You got pretty deep there, man. Like,
very specific.
I didn't learn that shit in school, boy. What school? Yeah, I was like, which school? Yeah, I even asked. Which school did they teach that? And he said, welcome to 2014 science syllabus. Oi. And he said it's completely pointless, circles his brain thanks to that class. Damn, man. Yeah, they were just teaching you some shit out there, boy. So, Steezo84 says, I've never used a protractor once since the 90s, or a compass for that matter. Yeah, you're not a Mason, man. You got to be, you know what I mean? Dan knows about that shit.
Yeah.
Up in tree. It's close to
Now you say that, I've got a square and a compass in my tool bag. Yeah.
Well, you don't even realize you could build a house if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, you could build a church.
Yeah.
Church. You kind of have in a way.
True.
Studios now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right. I am like Jesus. You're right.
Yeah, you got Jesus like tendencies,
Jesus
man.
vibe. Yeah.
Walking on water and shit, barefoot,
walking
just shorts on.
a few miles on water
in the cold. I wish I'd been taught how to descale a washing machine or how to budget my paychecks instead of the gradual erosion of soil in Sao Paulo. School was a complete fucking waste of time. Oh, yes. I feel you on the descaling the washing machine still, man. That shit can mess with a man. When man's in the trap, like, just stressing. You know what I mean? Moving bare weight, but I'm stressing.
PLK reckons he's learned Mandarin, as they were going to make it a world language in the late 80s.
Were they? They're going to make Mandarin a world language in the late 80s.
That's why he learned it. Learned it at school. Well, he tried to learn Mandarin, he said. Wow.
That's interesting, man, that they were going to try and make Mandarin a world language in the 80s.
Yeah. Might still become a world language.
I wonder why
he's written Ni Jinyan Duo Da La.
Ah, come on, man. You ain't going to throw that out.
Is that some like pinion?
Where's Blue? Blue probably come in and respond to that.
Reply to it. Actually, what Mandarin. I think you meant was.
Yeah, shout to Chris Lahat. See it there. See you at the chip shop tomorrow for Lab 79. That's right, mother lover. Yeah. We're going to be there, boy. Looking forward to that, man. Here's some bars. Apparently there's going to be a little cipher there as well. You know what I mean? So whoever wants to get involved. Dude, design fabrication. That's hilarious, man. Yeah. All right, so check this one. Cribogram says, the teacher's room door code. They were all broke. Pointless. Right Guy 963 says, history. Only one side of it was given. Hip-hop taught me to find the missing pieces. Bam! Bruv, we need a gunshot for that or something, boy. Yeah. We'll sort that out, man. New Year, man. We'll sort that out. Shout out to IBMCs. What's going on? Spider mites. Knits. Do you remember knits in school? What the hell was that about? What the fuck is knits about, man? You're like, yeah, she's got knits. And you can't see them shits, yeah? But then everybody's got to be like careful and duck out the way. Everyone's shook. We can't see them or nothing, but they're talking about your knits. The doctor's near the knits. The school teacher's near the. Oh, look, you can see it. If you're looking like mad, like nose diving into the hair of the knits. But everyone else is meant to be shook. And you never see them shit.
What were they? Knits is like maybe eggs are they or something? Eggs of the lice or something like that?
They're the eggs of the lice. Yeah, let them do their thing, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you got a dog, you got to clean up the dog, man. Sort out your dog. You ain't going to bring knits into the fucking classroom and everyone's knitting themselves. Over that shit, boy. Yeah, that shit was crazy, man.
Knit comb. Yeah, you had a knit comb, yeah. You had to wash your hair in some stuff that smelt really bad and then they comb through your hair and get the eggs off. They're like really fine tooth comb, like metal tooth comb.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of comb is doing that? Knit comb.
That one kid that didn't want the nits vaccine. Lawrence Limburger.
Yo, they never had no vaccine for nits, man. Like, you know what I mean? They could sorted that out. Nits. How many people ever got nits as well? Do you know anyone that ever got nits? Nits are not real. Nits are actually the exonits that communicate. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, nits. How many people got nits though? Like, in your class, when the one person got nits. Huh?
Are nits a thing still? Did they eliminate them back then? Are they always there? Like for all of the
Wow.
knit cream that
You
they
don't
put on
hear about
people's
nits
heads? You
anymore,
don't.
innit?
No, you don't as adults, do you?
That's
Nits
the
must be
thing. Was
something
it
only
only
children
kids?
get.
Only kids get
I
nits.
don't know. Yeah.
Boy.
Knitspiracy. That's right, Gleam.
Conspiracy for real, boy. Yo. Because, yeah, that whole nits game was like, rah. And you're shook and you're thinking, oh, shit, man, am I going to get nits?
I don't
I'm
want
gonna take
nits.
nits home. Yeah, but if I get nits, I'm not going to be able to play out.
I won't be able to rub heads with the other kids.
Then again, at least I won't be called Scream for Cream. Yeah, nits, I'm guessing are lice, but
Brown or white empty shells attached to the hair.
they're empty shells.
Yeah, head lice, eggs.
So they're not even alive or nothing.
No, it's just head lice.
Yo!
Head lice eggs. They're the eggs from head lice.
So I guess it's the head lice that people are worried about catching.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
nits don't sound that bad. Nits sounds like you're done. That's like nit.
Yeah,
you got
nits
nits.
is like,
Like,
yo,
yeah,
you
well,
got
I ain't got
nits,
head
that's
lice. Nits
Oh,
is a
look,
good
what's
thing.
What's that on your end?
Nits means I haven't got lice anymore.
Yeah, nits mean I'm done. Nits is literally like having a cold. It's done. It's on its way out now. Like I've already put in the work. I didn't even realise.
Gleam had nits from his kids as an adult about 6 years back. Right, so you can still get them off of kids. If kids get them, you can still get nits in.
Wow. But how did you get rid of them, Gleam? Yeah, he's got a lot of hair for real, boy. They must have had a party up in there, man. Jesus. How the hell did you get rid of them? Because, boy, that must have been like, that's going. They went on safari, jungle.
Yeah, different landscapes.
Different terrains, boy. Just a whole bunch of vinery, just like, wow. Yeah, thinking about that, man. And then where do they pop up from? Where are the nits? Because as far as I was aware, it's like animals, pets. People's pets are like, yo,
maybe it's
I had
just
enough of this dog, man. Look at that
maybe
human
it's just
being.
constantly going round, and if you don't, like they need to just look. Gleam said it took a few sit-ins to get rid of them.
What did you do?
But
Smoke
if you've
them
got
out?
a lot of hair, I suppose it would be. You've got a lot of. If you've got a lot of hair, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Got
like
a
a
lot
juggle. I'm glad he said that because I was going to say it, but I thought it might be a bit rude. But
Right.
yeah, dreads at the back too. Fucking hell. Yeah, they must have had fun in there, boy. They're like, yo, man, them, come now. Well, you messing with them Ute man hair there, man. Look, it's grown people's hair. Smells like weed too. That's crazy, man. Yeah. Nits.
Just skull scraping with that nasty metal thing, yeah.
Nano nits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Nits, man, that was just the thing. It was like, right. You don't even want to check them out. You just like, nah, I ain't going near. I don't want near none of them nits, mate. So, was it? Cosm Super says, don't be a teacher. And now I'm a teacher. That's quite interesting. I said, oh, you're in the thick of it. No pun intended. He said, I'm not a politician. Yeah, guess it could be worse. And then King Latz, he hits us up with how great Christopher Columbus was. He was a great man. I've been hearing new things about Columbus as well, like the meaning behind it. But we'll have to get into that once we learn a bit more. You know what I mean? You know how we like to keep it open-minded on this show. For all you mother lovers out there with the open mind. Tired of all these closed-minded bitches and bitchettes, man. And I emphasize on the last two words there, apart from man. And. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just mad, man. It's crazy because it ends up, you feel like you're just having the same conversations with people. You know what I mean? There's nothing else. And boy, it bewilders me, bruv. Bewildering.
I think we should switch it to the knits talk. I
Yeah.
think, like, when people start talking about it, you should say,
What happened
why
to
are you
nits?
still worried about you're still worried about COVID?
Yeah.
What about nits? They never went away.
Yeah.
Nits have been since you was a kid. They've never gone away. You're not worried about getting nits?
It's true, you know.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? No, what are you talking about?
Bald people, though, they probably won't be. They'll be like, you can't really hit them with the nits.
True. That's true, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to be all-inclusive if you're going to be, like,
Yeah.
scaremongering and shit.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I wonder if you can get nits in all types of hair. I suppose you can. You can get lice in all types of hair.
Yeah, I don't know, you know. I don't know. I'm sure, I'm sure you can. I wonder what attracts nits? Like, what is the key, you know?
Clean hair, apparently.
Was it clean hair?
Well, I remember at school, they used to go, you got nits. That means you got dirty hair. And the teacher would go, actually, it means they've got clean hair. I think it was just that same thing as when people would go, oh, your dad's a dustman. They're like, yeah, but dustmen get paid really well. It's like one of them sort of things that, you know, is probably not really true.
It's like a
they used to tell you
complimentary.
they'd tell you get it from clean hair, but you probably don't get it.
So you don't
nits
feel
from
too
clean
bad.
Hair, yeah.
Makes sense, man. You know.
Nits are the only thing that will survive a nuclear fallout. Yeah.
Is it? What about all
Don
them animals?
Smithers.
All them animals in Chernobyl
That could be the new evolution. Might be nits. Nits evolved to become the new life form after the
What, they'll
nuclear
take
war. After
over?
the nuclear war, they'll take over.
Why do you think they got to be in hair?
Something to hold on to. Maybe they like stick their eggs to the hair or something. You know, they have to glue them onto something. Maybe they can't be. No, but they could surely you could still glue eggs onto just skin.
Yeah, but I guess they can be hidden as well.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Yeah, it's the
So they
hidden-
just climb out. They wake up, climb out the egg, and then just hop off somewhere else now, and then go fuck.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
a
make some more
cycle.
eggs somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's why they're looking for whoever's around. They're looking for a gleam, boy. They could just have that party up in there. It's a party up in here, up in here, up in here. Yeah.
They need to do a children's cartoon of nits. They do everything else, like B Story and all,
Yeah, true.
Nits want
Nits
to
will
be
be
good.
taking it to another level, though,
Yeah.
where, you know, it might creep them out.
Well, I
You knitted kingdom. Hilarious. Go ugly. Yeah, it's true. Bugs, like cockroaches and that
bugs,
don't really
yeah.
get love.
no.
You know what I mean? But they did the Bugs movie.
Yeah, that changed everyone's perspective on cockroaches.
Yeah, sort of. Fucking cockroach, you fucking cockroaches. Yeah, they're trying to, I mean, you know, if they're trying to make it like so we end up eating insects, I don't think they're going to carry on too much into it like that.
Yeah.
Where now nits, because nits will probably be one of those things they'll go for. They'll be like, yeah, nits, they look proteiny.
We could engineer a nit to be bigger,
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah.
Meatier.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Meatier nits. Yeah, bushy. I can imagine bushy eyebrow people have nits as well. Definitely. PLK, you're not lying. Bushy eyebrow mother lovers must have nits in them eyebrows as well. Because, boy, some of them eyebrows, jeez.
Ear brows. People
Yeah.
have hairy ears.
Yeah.
Nits
And
in your
nose,
ears.
And them Rumpole of the
Nose-
Bailey looking
nose
ass
nits.
for mother lovers. You know them Rumpole of the Bailey looking dudes.
Yeah.
It's just like bare.
Yeah.
It's bare
Nits
hair
on the
just
hairs on
coming
the
out.
top of your ears. Shoulder nits. Chest nits.
You know, the hair around the nipple nits. Shout to Rumble TV in the building. Yeah, boy. Head lice, head crabs, head roaches. Fucking hell, man. I'm just thinking it's, you know, it sounds like a whole bunch of people in the House of Commons right now. Boomer brows, that's what you call them. Yeah, man. Some of them old schoolers, the brows were just like, rah. It's like owl. You know, like you see the owl with the owl brow.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
But on a, you know.
Devil's horns.
Yeah, man. Fucking
Yeah.
crazy, bruv. All right. So, there's a few more. What was the most pointless thing you learned in school was this week's Mice Investigates. Old Z-Dong, he says, my lung capacity in GCSE PE, because it didn't get way too far. Oh, was it? Oh, it didn't stay that way for long, sorry. Yeah, I hear what he's saying still. You know what I mean? You just got to work on it, man. You can build that shit back up. You know what I mean? Dean Mason says, making Bermuda shorts in home ec. Empath 7 says that I had to go. Huh? Imagine that. This is how we're talking now, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? I had to go to school, bruv. You know, what's sad is like, yeah, obviously, you know, I don't even want to get into that, but, you know, kids are still doing it. They're still going. I think the best thing you can do, man, is just, you know, try and help them unlearn whatever you think they need to unlearn and learn.
Yeah. If I had kids, I'd debrief them every time they come home from school.
Because, you know, you can't not let them go to school in a sense of if you want them to have friends and companionship, but at the same time, there's a lot that goes on. You know, if you can homeschool and the kids are cool with it, I think it's cool. I don't think there's a big problem
if
with
you've got a group of kids, you could homeschool them.
Yeah.
But if it's on their own and they never get to see any other kids, it's a bit.
Yeah, you feel a bit like, don't know Adam's Family kid boys stuff. Yeah. Shout to Romanoff Health Fitness. She says, school refuser here, ... Wait for it. Basically refused to learn anything pointless. But I did learn how to flip a spliff into my mouth when the teacher did a fag check in the toilets, which is pretty pointless now, really. Dangerous, see. School was one of them places. Shout to Jack Diggs. He's going to be down there tomorrow. He says, what's in my pencil case? In French. Like I'm going to get lost in France and start telling some cunt I get a pen or cunt I got a pen or visit a restaurant and explain I got a protractor. Right, we got a protractor thrown in there again. Due to such shit lessons. I simply have to speak louder and point like a proper English man.
Good point, Kenny Rebel.
That was Jack Diggs. What's Kenny Reb saying? Maybe deprogram, debrief.
I said I would.
It's good shit.
Yeah, that's good. Good point. Yeah.
Well, you know what it is. Whatever it is, you have to do it. Like you just got to somehow, you know what I mean. Shout to Benza Hip Hop. He says, "Oh, okay, now he's talking about something else there." Shout to Just Call Me Teddy. He says Pythagoras theorem. I was wondering if someone's going to drop that. Someone did know? Pythagoras theorem. How to spiel. That's what Holly Flo Lightly says. How to spiel. Bhavin Sudra says making ratatouille in home economics. Just dillying about says that I never carry a calculator around with me every day. No, of course not. Lee VP Barry says national record of achievement. You'll need that. Here's a massive red book. Now look after it. It's the key to your future. Yo, and then we got history from West London's mayor. Shout to Zacchaeus Forbes. He says sci-fi. Jamie Winchester. Shout out to Winchester. He says cricket and rugby. Hey, man, I played a bit of rugby. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a bit of rugby, man. You know, don't be hating on rugby just like that. You know what I mean? I ain't going to let you just cuss out rugby like that. You know, it's rugby. Hydra Funk Records says never learnt a thing. Soup Super says curves. What about geometry, man? Sacred geometry. Sacred. Zach says Renaissance, BS, e.g. gravity, space, planets, evolution, BS. Oh, it's going to could be a discussion. Yeah, it's so funny, man. There's so much in this world now that people are like, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's true or not. And, you know, I don't think we have to look at everyone like, oh, you don't believe in nothing at all. You know, you don't believe in anything at all. You just got to understand that maybe they're questioning things a bit more than we might be. You know what I mean? There's stuff that I don't, where I'm like, right, you don't believe? Oh, okay, I don't know. But I haven't looked into it enough anyway to see what they might have seen that has made them feel that way. Because it is all about perception as well, isn't it? King Chico says, they made us play the Titanic theme tune on the keyboards in music. Why? Why not something else? That's hilarious. Someone else says, shout out to Luch, the mind reader. He says, we should chat to him as well, actually. He's a magician. He says that I'd not grow up with a calculator in my pocket every day. Ha ha ha. Yes. Very true. All right. And Al Hamra, he says, the whole obligatory Prussian education system designed to chum out good old batteries, no thought, no questioning, just repeat after me. Keep your mouth shut and give us your soul. Who wouldn't find that a level of institutionalization useful?
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, there's a whole lot, man. People went in. The Battle of Hastings. Shout out to Gunners Guven. The Battle of Hastings, man. Fresh as tomorrow, my brother out in LA. He says Columbus discovered America. Pointless. Mike, quadruple 7S. Quadruple sevens. Says Churchill, 100%. Definitely fucking Churchill. Sold man like he was G, and we had to so much to thank him for. What's worse, unforgivable and fucking repugnant, is that we shared our classroom with so many Bangladeshi youths in the 90s, pure systemic doctrine and a misspent time being educated. Oof, you went in, boy. Jesus, people, you know what I mean? They weren't playing around, bruv. Shout out to Electra. She says, I've forgotten most of it. Joined up writing has got to be up there in terms of time spent versus usefulness. Unless you're into calligraphy and fucking trigonometry. Sokato. Oh, but she said Toa. That was Sokato. If somebody else mentioned that and you were saying something about it, about Tan. But she said Toa.
Sin, Cos, and Tan.
Sin, Cos, Tan. This says Soka Toa.
Don't know what that is.
She says it lives rent-free in her brain, but has no idea what it means anymore. That's hilarious, man. There's so many, man. So many things that were pointless from school. And it's good to know these things. You know what I mean? You're not on your own when you think about Pythagoras' theorem for no reason. So Hype Man Sage says it as well. Sin, Cos, and Tan.
Oh, Gleam saying that's the basics of trigonometry. Sokar Toa.
Sokar Toa. See there. Yeah, that's how you know, boy. That's how you know Gleam goes in whenever it's a debate with a Glober, I think. Then he's ready. Shout out to Inca. He says, anything about racism, sexism, and the climate. Ooh, jeez. People are going in, D. They're going in. All right, let's end it on this one. You Star says, all the fake or twisted ass history classes. White Jesus, Christopher Columbus, discovering America. I mean, you get the picture. You get the picture, don't you? You know what I mean? It's all lies.
If you learned that white Jesus discovered America, you had some bad history lessons.
Oh, boy. I think at the end of the day, one thing we all know is we don't know shit.
Yeah.
All we can do is try our best to discover and work out if it is true or not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're all in it together, so as soon as you find out, let me know, bitches and bitchettes. You know what I mean? Let me know, man. I'll shout out to Stamina. He said simultaneous equations. That's hilarious. So many things, man, just to keep the mind occupied with something so intricate, so deep, and so you feel like you're the one. If you can get this right, you're the one.
Yeah.
You're the king on the chessboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Christ is real. Shout to Kenny Rebel who says Christ is real. For real, that cross is real. You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying. I want to thank all the mother lovers that are involved in the conversation today, man. We appreciate you. Appreciate you, my co-host Dan DNA, man.
Appreciate you
each and every week.
too.
You know what I mean? Putting in that work behind the boards, making sure you lot see us crystal clear. Yeah.
I'm a bit low in my seat
man.
today, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, you do look a bit low.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be the new look, yeah. Yeah,
More
man.
headroom.
Shout out to PLK, Kenny Rebel, Lawrence Limburger, IBMCs. Shout to Collie, Black Einstein, Bas Laden. Or is it Laden? See, I don't know if we're saying it right or not. Shout to Yamar, Rumble TV. Shout to Gleam. Yo, DJ Pork Scratchings. Appreciate you, mother lovers. Yeah, DJ Pork Scratchings in the building. He came in as soon as we started talking about pork scratchings and trotters and all that. Shout out to Don Smithard, POK, of course. Yeah, we appreciate each and every one of you, mother lovers. Oshi, Chris Lehat. It was some jokes today as well, man. We'll be back next week. We're going to make sure we come back with some bombs for you bitches and bitchettes. You know what I mean? Because we got to close it out the last couple of weeks before we take a Christmas break. Whatever that is these days, boy. You know what I mean? Apparently they're going to try and lock it off for Christmas, innit?
Yeah.
You know, by no coincidence,
Plan B or something.
no coincidence, Boris said that he's going to announce it on the winter solstice. Yeah.
Didn't they do the last one on summer solstice, didn't they?
Yeah, what is that?
Well, last year they done that, yeah.
What is
Weird.
that?
Why would they do that?
Your mom's right, man. We're all in this sinking boat together, yeah? Every last one of us. If I drown, you drown. Do you know what I mean? Kenny Rebs, when we going to get Chester? Oh, man, whenever he's ready, man. You know, I think Chester's just laying low for a minute, so definitely want to get him on soon. I spoke to him about it a while ago, but I know he's been on the lay low, so you know what I mean? When he's ready, man, you know. There's a few people I've hit him up and they've said, yeah, they want to come on, but, you know, don't want to just jump on straight away. I guess they want to check it out, but we appreciate people hitting us up about getting on as well. Shout to Irish, he was locked in. Got some nice bits and bobs from him. You know what I mean? Got that bladder rack there. Got some of that sea spice. Something you might not never know nothing about. It. Sea spice. Oh, jeez. Sea seasoning. Seasoning. You get me? And then you got some sea moss as well. You know what I mean? We're going to hit you up soon with some information on with these guys as well, man. But yeah, we had a wicked talk with them last week with Richie and Torain from Sea Moss Boss. Shout out to all the people that were locked in. There was quite a few people that appreciated the information they were getting on how to prepare their sea moss. I think it definitely helped me as well, man. So, you know, I'm going to start getting on that. Lawrence Limburger says, let Ramson. Yeah, we should get Ramson. If he's up for it, man, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to force people, you know. I'll give him a little nudge to see if he's up for it. Shout to Regantology. Appreciate you locked in, bruv. That's it. He says, let's live our best lives. Fuck that noise from Westminster. That's it, man. You know what I mean? Just block out all of that negative energy. You lot stay positive through this week. You know what I mean? All the negative stuff, for real, man, just try not to let it get to you at all. I know sometimes it's hard waking up and you're just like, oh my gosh, like the same old, you know. But, you know, the thing is, there's no way that these people can carry on getting away with this forever. You know what I mean? It seems like it's slowly crumbling before our eyes without us even realizing.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like, stay strong. I don't even have to tell the common sensors that. Them lot know already. Shout out to Nice One JM, of course. Big up for locking in, brother. We'll see you lot next week, man. You know what I mean? You know how we do. This is some shit you might not never know nothing about. That's Dan DNA. My name is Mysdiggi. And we're out, mother lovers.